Final Friday night of the 2016 regular season, Tybee was at Lockhart, needing to beat the Lions on their home field to secure their 20th straight playoff berth. We pick things up in the first quarter, Antlers on the move after a pathetic Lions punt. Carson Valverde and Hayden Schreckenbach working the option to perfection. Schreck gets in for his first touchdown of the game, 7-0 Antlers. Last week, Preston Demery went up and over a Seguin Matador. Schreck said, "Hey, I can do that too." Whoop! Right over the top, into the end zone from 40 yards out. His second touchdown of the first quarter.
Just a great play, and it's kids laying themselves out for the team and trying to make plays that excite everybody.
Lockhart had their chance in the second quarter. Carson Valverde is going to be picked off by Michael Jackson. Woo! He's going to have a thrilling return down inside the Antlers red zone. He set the Lockhart offense up at the 15-yard line. Just a couple plays later, they're looking to score and cut into the Tybee lead. However, Nathan Burnett gets hit, puts the ball on the deck. Trent Mott jumps all over it in the end zone. Touchback, Tybee Antlers take over at the 20-yard line. Schreck set up this fourth and short, and Valverde is going to give it back to Mott. He recovered in the other end zone. He takes it into the opposite end zone. 20-0 Antlers. They led 20-3 at the break. Lockhart kept fighting to get back in the game. Burnett's going to avenge his earlier fumble here, kind of. He gets into the end zone here, but it was too much Tybee, too much Schreck. The senior rushed for 170 yards and 3 touchdowns. This one here put the Antlers into the playoffs for the 20th straight season.
It's real big. I mean, these kids didn't want to be the ones to break it, and I sure didn't want to be here when it got broken either. So that's a big game for us.
Fredericksburg facing a win and get-in situation of their own, and they took it to Austin Eastside Memorial. The rough season for the Panthers comes to an end. Riggs Threadgill and Jonathan Cleland hooked up 2 times for the Billies offense. Now the Billies are on to the first round in a bi-district matchup with defending state champion Waco La Vega.
We executed like we needed to tonight. We came out here and did what we were supposed to do, and we hadn't done that in the last 3 weeks. So I'm encouraged about that, and we're going to build on that. Our deal this week was we were going to finish right, and we finished right. So I'm proud of our kids for finishing the season the right way, getting in the playoffs, and now we have an opportunity to go do something, something special. And that's the deal in the playoffs. There's teams every year that go in at 4-6 or 3-7 or whatever that do something crazy and special. And so, what a great opportunity for us to get to play the state champions in the first round.
Jason Faulkner's all-state season has continued. The senior running back closed out his regular season rushing for a school record 374 yards. He just needed 27 carries. He averaged nearly 14 yards a tote. He also scored 6 touchdowns as the Bobcats sealed up the number 3 seed, beating Johnson City in the regular season finale 56-35. Leading 10-0 early in the second quarter, Harper lost starting quarterback Chance Lang for the remainder of the game, and Junction took advantage. The Eagles won and sealed up the number 2 seed in the district. Jaden Breelove and Brett Dunning each scored for the Longhorns. Harper now has a bi-district matchup Thursday in Marble Falls against Thrall. Center Point is headed to the postseason, but not in the way they wanted. The Pirates dropped their second straight game, this time losing to Rock Springs 48-17. It was a heartbreaking 2016 for the Ingram Warriors, and unfortunately it ended that way against Randolph. Ingram held a 14-point lead against the Rohawks, but a pair of fumbles allowed Randolph to get back in it, and the Rohawks picked up the win 32-26. Ryan Bonham and Cameron Hopper each scored on offense. Tommy Nichols picked up a fumble and ran it into the end zone for the Warriors defense. There was plenty of offense as usual for OLH, but the defense wasn't able to get the win to get the Hawks in the playoffs. Jack Groff went down late in the fourth quarter. That also hurt OLH's chances as their 2016 season came to an end against San Antonio Lutheran.